bucket of rags. He used a new rag for everything he cleaned. For example, there were juice rags and milk rags, ketchup rags and cocoa rags, and rags just for nectarines that he'd stepped on. There were peach rags and apple rags and apricot rags, and there were plum rags and rags for cleaning ale that had bubbled over, tea rags and beer rags, coffee rags and Sanko rags. They filled up his pail. You remember Sanko? Then one day he made some pina coladas for a couple of friends, and as he made them, the front door buzzer rang. And he rushed to get it. Just then he knocked a can, quite by mistake, and subsequently he heard a bang. And he looked around and saw that the pineapples were all on the floor, and so he grabbed them and put them in the drink. Who would notice? But the juice that was left would be a telltale sign. He took a rag from the sink, never noticing that this was the rag he used for custard. He never looked, he was too flustered. It could have been for borscht or mustard, as long as it cleaned the floor. He just used it 'cause he didn't have time for careful screening, no time to probe its deeper meaning. It was a good rag, it did the cleaning. He opened up the door, and his friends came in and sat down and talked and ate a lot of pretzels and drank pina colada. And he put on a buck toccata just so this part could rhyme. As the time went on, his friends sat around while calmly nursing pina coladas and conversing, smiles in the eyes of every person, having a splendid time, till he noticed that something was bugging him. He didn't know what. It was a feeling that something wasn't right. Could it be that he had left on the stove? Oh no, he knew he couldn't have, 'cause he hadn't cooked that night. But he went into the kitchen, and then he saw the thing he had done. He'd used a custard rag inadvertently, but he wasn't shaken. He told himself, this rag can be for pineapples, no one will know but me. My new pineapple rag, what a rag. I've learned something from you. Now I know it's been a drag with all these rags, when I can use just two. Maybe one would do. I'll take the spoons that I use for prunes and try to use them for pears. My extra rags I'll use for bags, or a patchwork quilt for my bed. And now his ketchup rag has been recycled, it's a laundry bag. And now instead of throwing out his trash in the garbage bin, he's got a stove and heater to put them in, and his pineapple rag has been embroidered, and it's now a flag which says that maybe we can save this world.